everyone, it's your friend Think Noodles, and welcome to Ask Think for Monday, April 6th, 2015. And it's crazy because it's actually March 26th for me. So I actually had to look at a calendar and be like, okay, if I go 2 weeks. So yeah, it was a little bit tough for me to figure out when this was going to actually go up so I could say it in the intro. But anyway, there are no questions no answers from you guys again this week because I couldn't get them. Because I'm recording this all in advance because I am away in Asia somewhere. I don't even know where at this point. I think I'm in Thailand, but I don't know. Follow me on Twitter. I probably put some pictures or Instagram or something, and you guys will know where I am. But let's get started. So, well, I guess before we get to the questions, I want to remind you to leave your question in the comments below so I can have something to answer next week. Remember, only one question per comment, but you can leave as many comments as you like. Also, if the comments on this Ask Think are closed, go to the most recent Ask Think and ask your question there. And the first one is from 1999 Blue, and he asks, did you watch the YouTube Music Awards? No. I think I've said this before. I really don't watch any awards shows. Even though I'm a YouTuber and all of that stuff, I didn't even know there was such a thing. And then when I was uploading videos, I noticed the little thing in the corner that said YouTube Music Awards, watch now. And I was like, nah. I don't even know how it worked. Who won, I guess? Like best YouTube music person? I'm not sure what categories there are. And the other thing is, like, how do they determine that it's like a YouTube Music Award? What if it was like, Taylor Swift and she put her video on YouTube? Does that count? Because that's kind of not fair to others. But anyway, Smiley Freak asks, I know you're busy and all, but wouldn't it make more sense to upload an adventure map or something like that to replace most of the videos you have to make up during vacation? Would be easy and fun. No. I'm not. So, I mean, I'm not the type that's going to do that. I have a schedule, and you guys expect on, Wednesdays and Saturdays as Things Slab, you expect Noodle Planet Survival on Thursdays and Sundays. And I'm not just going to say, guys, I'm going on vacation. Just going to do an adventure map and upload a few videos and see ya. This is my job, and I feel like it's my responsibility to you guys to deliver on exactly what I've always said is, this is my schedule, this is how it goes, and I'm sticking to it. It doesn't matter if I'm in town, doesn't matter if I go away for 6 months. I would never be able to do that. That would literally, well, not literally, but pretty nearly kill me if I had to make 6 months of videos in advance. But you guys get the point that it doesn't matter where I am or what I'm doing. It's important to me to get the videos out to you guys that you expect. JJ Fink asks, why was there no Think Thursday on March 18th? And, well, actually March 19th, but also not today on March 26th either. Now, last week, the reason was I just had too much to do, and I wanted to get ahead, catch up on videos because I was going away. And then today, well, actually, like last night around 6 o'clock, I started to feel really, really sick. I had lunch at noon, and I didn't eat dinner last night. Haven't had breakfast this morning. I have no appetite at all, and I didn't sleep at all either because I had to keep going back and forth to the bathroom every 10-15 minutes. So that's why there isn't one today, and it wasn't one last week. And of course, I'm not going to be here for the next 2 weeks, so I'm really sorry. Like, that's such a huge letdown, and I feel really, really bad about that because, and especially when I just said, I stick to my schedule, but Think Thursday being almost kind of like a live stream, it's really sometimes tough for me. And I just knew that there was no way that I was feeling up to doing a Think Thursday today. And obviously, when I am in Asia, I can't do it because I'm not bringing this microphone. Superior Skull 457 MC says, what would you do if someone from the delivery service is a noodler and he starts going crazy and says something like, oh my goodness, it's Think over and over again? Well, most of you guys are probably too young to be working for a delivery service, especially here in New York. Most of the time, it's people, well, I mean, you guys can all ride bikes, and that's what a lot of them do, the delivery guys. It's always guys, and it's funny, like, as soon as I said that, I was like, well, that's sexist. But then I just realized, like, I don't think we've ever had a delivery person come to our door delivering food that wasn't a male. Like, it's never been a woman. Really weird. That's why we always say delivery guy. It's not that we're sexist. It's just literally it's always a guy. But yeah, I don't think that would happen, but I guess it would be fun if it did. DW47CP asks, for Ask Think videos, why did you just switch the title around, like Ask Think at the end instead of the front? I got to looking at things, and I was looking at the titles, and I thought, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but I thought that it would make more sense to put, you know, the title of the episode rather than the number of the episode at the beginning. And the reason being is that, you know, sometimes people will look at it and they say, oh my goodness, episode 148. I don't want to watch 1 through 147. I'll just skip it. And they might see that part first. Because obviously unless you're reading certain other languages, we read left to right. And so people see Ask Think 147, like, forget it. I'm not going to catch up on that. But I wanted to put the title at the front because it doesn't, obviously you guys know, it doesn't matter what order you watch them in. Because there's really no like series or progression or anything like that. Your aunt asks, what was the last place you went to dinner? Well, let's see. Oh, you know what? It was last week on Saturday night. My wife and I went to this restaurant, an Italian restaurant called Del Posto, and it was really good. Oh my goodness. It was really, 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 really good. And my wife had made reservations. She's been wanting to go forever, and we finally made reservations to do it. And you had to make them like 30 days in advance because it's really popular and really, really good. Starburst Gymnast asks, is it easier to edit Ask Think than your other series? No, Ask Think is actually the second hardest edit. Obviously, Think Slab is the hardest. Ask Think is a lot of time involved because I have to go through all of the comments on the videos, take screenshots of all of them, then sort of order them. I put them in order so that they're kind of similar questions together. And then once those are ordered together, then I do the audio. Then I cut out my mistakes, and then I put them into a video and put video background behind it, which I obviously have to play, so that adds some more time, whatever the length of the video is. And then I have to put the comments in one by one. So, I mean, it takes, from the time I start looking at questions until the end, it's probably about 4 hours worth of work for every Ask Think. DW47CB asks, are you good at time management? Not bad. I'm getting a lot better at it. And if I hadn't gotten sick yesterday, and there was some other, some other stuff that we had to take care of before leaving last week that was completely unexpected, I would have actually been done with all of my videos, everything uploaded by last night, which would have been Wednesday night. And then I would have had Thursday here to hang on my parents because they're here to take care of Kopi. But turns out things didn't go as planned, which usually happens. But I was on track before all this stuff happened, and I feel like it's like, normally I wait, I get it to the last minute, and I was like, I'm doing it right this time, and I planned out all the things, labs and everything, which are actually done already, but I planned that all out like 2 weeks ago. So I'd planned out a month's worth of videos, and I was on top of things, and it's almost like the universe saying, no, 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 no. Too bad. You're going to finish at the last minute, and we're going to make sure. So, yeah. NovaCat asks, what's something you wish you had more time for? Sleep? I don't sleep enough. Especially the last week or last 2 weeks, I've been pulling some 20-hour days and then 4 hours sleep. And I'll get the sleep back on vacation, but yeah, it's one of the things that I wish I had more time for is just rest. Mr. L says, this was a Club Penguin channel and you turned on us. Well, first of all, I have a separate Club Penguin channel just for Club Penguin because of things like this, because people used to say that, like, it was funny because, it was never a Club Penguin channel, right? It was originally Club Penguin and Pop Tropica. Don't forget, Pop Tropica was actually, people might forget, but before I started Minecraft, there was a lot more Pop Tropica than anything. There were Club Penguin videos, maybe 1 or 2 videos on Thursdays, and then Monday through, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was Pop Tropica. So, it was Road to Captain Think Noodles, things like that. And so you might think it was a Club Penguin channel, but it wasn't, because you might forget about Pop Tropica. But when I started Minecraft, a lot of the Club Penguin people were saying, "Oh, don't do Minecraft, because if you do Minecraft, whenever you do a Club Penguin video, the Minecraft people are gonna hate it." And what ended up happening was, when I did the Minecraft videos, the Club Penguin people hated it. So that's why I created a second channel, which you can find on my channel page, just for Club Penguin, so that the people who just want to play Club Penguin, they have their own channel and they don't, turn on me, I guess. Joseph asks, will you do something special for April Fool's Day with like Club Penguin and getting your account banned? Well, it won't be Club Penguin, but if you guys, well, let's see, what's today? Oh, just realized that's been done already because obviously it's a week away when I'm recording this, but it already happened that it was a Things Lab episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and that I I did an April Fool's joke on Kevin and on you guys at the end. Caleb Henry says, hey, I think I'm going to New York soon. Is there a chance I could meet you? Of course. I mean, I live in New York. I walk around New York all the time. It's different than living in other places where, you might go to the town that I live in, but, we drive everywhere. You'd never see me. I'm always out and about with Kopi in the afternoons, walking her. So, go up to, and this is because nearly all golden retrievers are friendly, but always ask if you can pet them and if they're friendly. But if you see a really good looking golden retriever in the city and a guy walking it, go over to it and ask if you can pet it and ask the name. And if it's Kopi, that'd be me. Golden Fox asks, do you like waffles, pancakes, or French toast? Which do you like the most? I like all three. But lately, we just bought this. We just bought a waffle maker for Valentine's Day. It was kind of like a gift to each other. This nice waffle maker. You can remove the plates and everything, so it makes it really easy to wash and everything. And I love waffles. I think out of all three, I like waffles the best. But they're really hard to cook right. I mean, let's see. I've used that thing about 5 or 6 times since we got it, and I think I've only made maybe 2 good waffles. They are really hard, but it is worth it. XX Cattastical XX asks, do you like the way you sound in recordings like how your voice sounds? So I used to not. I used to really it takes a lot of getting used to. It probably took me a year to actually get used to my voice. And then another year or year and a half to actually like my voice. So now, yeah, I guess I like it. Kawaii Foodies asks, do you like Asian women / girls? I'm asking this because I like this boy and he doesn't like me back, and I'm wondering if you think Asian girls or women are pretty. Well, I mean, it's obviously the truth, but it's something I would have to say because my wife is Chinese, so if I didn't, then she'd be really mad at me. But yes, I do like Asian women and girls, and I think they are very pretty. NovaCat asks, are you going to use this new feature called cards in your videos? I've played with it a little bit. And basically, all cards is a new form of annotations that you guys would see, normally when you're on a computer, but it works for mobile. The thing is, it's not implemented really well right now. So when you go to edit the annotation, the cards, it brings up the front end player, which means you have to watch ads on your own videos before you can edit. And sometimes it's like a 30-second ad and you're sitting there I just want to edit the card. I don't want to sit here and wait. So that's a little bit frustrating, but I haven't really worked with it much yet, but I guess it's something that I'm going to have to use because it will eventually replace annotations entirely. Thunderstruck asks, have you ever heard of UB Funkies? Yeah, it throws it way back, but when I was a lot more involved with Webkinz Insider, some of the parents there were talking about UB Funkies when they came out and saying they were a better version or a really, you know what it was? They said it was more of a boys version of Webkinz, I think. It was more boy focused and they were really excited about it. The Black Emerald asks, where do you get your thumbnails? Well, it depends. I sort of make most of them. Obviously Crazy Craft, Ask Think is created by a fan. Sims 4 is now created by a fan. But something like Crazy Craft is created by an artist, and all I do is change the number. Things Lab thumbnails, all of the character art, the poses of the characters, I have, maybe I have four of me, 4 minions, 3 Kopis, 1 of my wife, and then I place them around the scene myself when I need them. NovaCat asks, how come sometimes your Things Lab thumbnails may say one thing, but the title is something slightly different? Well, I mean, the reason for that is because sometimes I want the title to say the whole thing, right? And it won't fit on the thumbnail. And I just figured that if I put a little bit about it in the title and then a little bit more in the thumbnail, it kind of gives you guys more information and a better idea about what the video is about. Canadian Raccoon asks, do you have Popeyes in America? Because here in Canada, we have a KFC, but way better is called Popeyes. Oh yeah, of course we do. It used to be just called Popeyes, and I think now they call it the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen because it used to be kind of like KFC where it was just fried chicken, and they kind of wanted to expand because, you know, health food or healthier living, I guess, is sort of trendy. So they have stuff that isn't just fried chicken, but yeah, Popeyes fried chicken is so good. William C. asks, was Final Cut Pro worth it? Yes, but for me. And here's why. I definitely would not recommend it to any of you guys. Well, maybe, I don't know. But the reason that the reason that I use Final Cut Pro and the reason that I got Final Cut Pro is because the editor that I was using, which was ScreenFlow, which was the built-in recorder and editor, which I really don't use for recording or editing at all anymore, is really, really limited in what it can do. And also the way that the timeline is put together is so simplistic, and it doesn't work well for heavy editing. And Final Cut Pro is built for editing. It's a professional software. It also has a professional software price tag, which is why I wouldn't recommend it, because, you know, there's a fairly steep learning curve on it. And if you're not doing this for a living, I don't think it's worth it. And especially unless you're doing really, really heavy edits like I do on ThinkSlab, it might be worth it for you, but I wouldn't recommend it to most. Crystal Whip Pretty Wing says, problem, when I start to use the ThinkSlab resource pack, I love the minions, but then when I saw your title or your video that Kevin is the doctor, Kevin was Dr. Zook, I wanted to play the lab a lot more, but my minion pack makes a girl minion and not Kevin. How come yours is different? I don't know, because a few people have said that. And I can't figure out why it would give you guys girl minions and give me Kevin. What you can do, though, is if you go into the resource pack, and if you want it to be just Kevin 100% guaranteed, go into the resource pack and then go to like mobs and then villager, and then you can change all of them to there's one called villager.png. If you copy that and make it all of the other ones, all the other names, so you just replace them with that, but like named like butcher .png, but make it the Kevin, guarantee you it will all be Kevin. Rydog Does Gaming says, what do you think Apple would do if they bought Minecraft? Yes, I know Microsoft bought Minecraft, and okay. So, you know, I think they would do the exact same thing as Microsoft, and sort of stay behind the scenes, let Mojang do what Mojang does best, and let them engage the community, let Mojang control Minecraft, but Apple/Microsoft collect the profits. Gabriel Freeze asks, think what mod pack are you going to start after Crazycraft? And as you guys probably know by now, Crazycraft is over. I haven't recorded the last video yet, but I will today. I don't know. And I might not. And here's why. Because, no, I always want to do different things, like mix things up, like just randomly on a day, be like, oh, I want to play this, but it's like, oh, no, but I have to do Crazycraft, I have to do Pixelmon, I have to do this, I have to do that. And there's so much that I have to do that there's sometimes no room for what I want to do. So if I were to choose another mod pack, that would commit me to doing it probably twice a week, where I'd have, you know, these, you know, on Tuesdays and Fridays or whatever, and it would fill up my schedule. I'd rather do something maybe once a week and then have that free. I don't know yet. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do exactly. I'm not sure. Silver Dennis says, I'm confused. I thought the Minecraft EULA was meant to prevent people from buying ranks and give them sharpness 10 swords, but you can still buy ranks on servers that give you an advantage. Can you explain this? Well, I mean, the Minecraft EULA never really changed. It always was the way it was, and it was meant to prevent people from buying ranks. Now, Mojang decided, I don't remember how long ago, 6 months ago, or maybe longer than that at this point, decided that they were going to start enforcing it more against servers who were abusing the policy and selling gear, you know, pay to win servers, because that's not what Minecraft's about. And they said that they were going to enforce it, and I think they did a little bit in the beginning, but truthfully, Thing is, there's thousands of servers out there, so it's really, really hard to police and patrol. And there's really no good way for them to do it, so people still get away with it every day. Alpha Wolf asks, did you ever go down to the lab and start the sentence, and the minion is, or start searching out for the minion on accident since you changed the whole minion thing? No. One of the things about having the minion, in the beginning of the video, it was something that I always was like, okay, I got to do this. I got to engage Kevin and Dave. Then I got to go down and it was conscious that I knew that I had to go down and select the minion or show the minion and then continue the video. And it was a conscious effort every time. I was like, okay, I got to remember, I got to do the minion. And now it's just, I do the video and I do exactly what I want. And then at the end I do it. So I'm never really tempted to do it the old way, even though like every time you guys would see it edited, it's like, a habit, right? It was a conscious effort for me. Riley Fields asked, when Kobemon almost died, did you think of Naruko? Yes. Lava and dogs just don't mix. It doesn't matter what version of Minecraft you're using. It never works out very well. Internet Geeks asks, where do you get your mods? Most of the time I get them from Minecraft Forum. I don't get it from any of those like 9 Minecraft or 7 Minecraft or Minecraft-mods or any of those. I really only get it there. Yeah. So I get it from Minecraft Forum or Planet Minecraft. Other than that, I really stay away from the other sites. How Tran asks, how do the minions in Things Lab talk like they say hello or banana? Well, if you hear them just wandering around saying hello and banana like that, just randomly, and they're not part of the narrative, that's just part of the resource pack, and I replaced the villager sounds. Well, now it's not, but because that's the sound that minions make on their own. But when it was a resource pack, I replaced the villager idle sounds with a few clips of minions talking. Lila Longbottom asks, think I just started out Minecraft. Do you have any tips? Yeah, I mean, don't be afraid of mobs. It's something that I think I was really, really afraid of them to begin with. And I found that it really wasn't as scary of a place. I mean, I guess the first couple nights are pretty scary, but don't be afraid of mobs. They really, really aren't that scary. As long as you have some food, a little bit of armor, you can take on just about any mob. Joseph asks, since you have the Think Noodles mod, will you still use the resource pack where it turns villagers into minions? No. Well, I mean, I'm still using the resource pack for a few blocks that I use in Things Lab that are specific to the lab. But as far as turning villagers into minions, no. The resource pack now has just regular villagers because the mod has the custom minions. The Emerald Master asks, how come you never use my Things Lab suggestions? Well, I see thousands of comments on every video, and I may have grabbed your suggestion. I just haven't used it yet. I mean, you'll see when I put like, and this video was suggested by so-and-so with the comment you can see on screen right now. And it'll say like, I don't know, 16 hours ago, right? But truthfully, that means I just took the screenshot 16 hours ago. And some of the ones I've put on there that say it's only been like a day since I took the comment, it's been like 2 months. I have a file where I keep them all, or a folder where I keep all of the files of the suggestions. So I may have one of your suggestions, I just haven't used it yet. Carrie Barona asks, in the lava bath strike, Things Lab, how are the minions jumping? That's part of the AI in the minions AI in the Think Noodles mod that the mod programmer put into it. He calls it Pick Me, where truthfully they're jumping up and down and they're kind of like, pick me. But then when I put a sign in their hand, it makes it look like they're striking. I don't know, I just thought it was funny, and that's kind of how I put the episode together. Satchel Hogan asks, do you accept 3.5-inch floppies? The only computer with actually great programs is an outdated 86 Mac SE that has a low density drive. And that throws it back pretty far, but 3.5-inch floppies, I remember a time when 3.5-inch floppies were like state of the art, because most of the stuff we had were on 5.25 floppies. And I don't even know if you guys know what that is. You can look it up on Google Images or something, but it's like the black flat one, really, really thin, and 5.25 inches across. And I think they held like 128K of data, maybe. Something like that. So yeah. I don't accept 3.5-inch floppies, but I do accept 5.25. All right, guys, that's it for this episode of Ask Think. Don't forget to leave your question in the comments below so I can have something to answer next week. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and of course, Noodle on!